The auction listing had been up for 73 cycles with 0 bids. Elsa scrolled through the holo display again, studying the grainy images of the corroded hangar on Kepler 442's third moon. 3 credits. That was less than a cup of Synthicaf at the station. You're actually considering this? Alex leaned over her shoulder, his reflection ghosting across the transparent data screen. They'd been salvage partners for 2 years now, ever since the Terran colonial expansion had left thousands of abandoned installations scattered across the outer systems. It's 3 credits, Alex, 3. We spend more on air filters. There's probably a reason nobody wants it. He tapped the structural integrity report, highlighting the sections marked in amber and red. The moon's atmosphere is caustic. Whatever's in there has been sitting in sulfur dioxide and methane for decades. Elsa placed the bid anyway. 48 hours later, they descended through the yellow-brown clouds of the dead moon in their battered transport, the Perseverance. The hangar emerged from the toxic haze like a sleeping giant, its curved titanium hull pitted and scarred but still standing. According to the records, it had been built by the Zytheran Collective, during the brief period when humans and the insectoid Zytherans had maintained trade relations, before the Collective had retreated into their home nebula and sealed their borders. I'll admit, Alex said as they approached the main airlock, it's bigger than I expected. The structure was massive, easily 200 meters across. Elsa's pulse quickened. Hangars this size didn't get abandoned for nothing. Either there had been a catastrophic failure, or someone had left in a hurry. The exterior airlock responded to their override codes, ancient hydraulics groaning as the door slid open. Inside, their helmet lights cut through the darkness, revealing a cavernous space that stretched beyond their vision. The air was stale but breathable, kept pressurized by failing systems that had somehow lasted decades. I'm picking up a power signature, Alex said, checking his scanner. Deep inside, something's still running. They moved carefully through the hangar, their magnetic boots clanking against the metal floor. The place was empty, stripped of equipment except for strange mounting brackets on the walls and ceiling, each covered in Zytheran glyphs. Elsa had learned enough of their language during trade negotiations to recognize warnings. Authorized personnel only, quantum drive systems, extreme danger. They built ships here, she whispered. The power signature led them to a sealed bay at the far end of the hangar. The door was different from the others, reinforced with alloys that still gleamed despite the decades of neglect. Alex worked on the access panel while Elsa studied the markings. This isn't just a warning, she said slowly, translating the complex script. It's a time lock. This door was meant to open in 2487. Alex froze. That's next month. Someone knew we'd come. The panel beeped and the massive door began to split apart. Light spilled from within, clean and white and impossible. Beyond lay a ship unlike anything Elsa had ever seen. It wasn't Zytheran. The design was all wrong, too smooth, too organic. The hull seemed to shift colors as they watched, adapting to their presence. And it was alive with power, systems humming in perfect harmony after decades of hibernation. By the stars, Alex breathed. Is that human? Elsa approached slowly, reading the designation etched into the hull in English, Mandarin, Arabic, and a dozen other Terran languages. The Renaissance. Prototype designation, Earth Farpoint 01. A holographic interface materialized before them, and a warm female voice filled the bay. Genetic signatures confirmed Terran origin. Welcome Elsa Chen and Alex Morrison. This vessel has been waiting for you. Waiting for us? Elsa's mind raced. How? During the first Zytheran-Terran trade negotiations 60 years ago, human engineers collaborated on this project in secret. A starship built with both species technology, hidden here when the Collective sealed their borders. The Zytherans predicted humanity would need this ship, though they never said why. The AI paused. I am programmed to activate only for humans bearing salvage licenses, arriving within a specific time window. You are the first to meet all criteria. Alex walked around the ship, running his hand along the hull. This technology, it's decades ahead of anything the Coalition has. The quantum drives, the shielding systems, worth billions, Elsa finished. Maybe more. The AI continued. The Zytherans left a message. Humanity possesses a unique quality we have observed in no other species, the ability to find hope in abandoned places, To see potential where others see only waste. This gift is for those who look at dead things and see life. Use it to build bridges when the time comes. Elsa felt tears stinging her eyes. 3 credits. She had bought this hangar for 3 credits, the price of hope, and found something priceless. Can you fly? Alex asked the AI. All systems are optimal. I have been maintaining myself, waiting for this moment. Elsa looked at her partner, saw the same wild excitement in his eyes. They were salvagers, scrappers who made a living off humanity's discarded dreams. But this was different. This was a message from the past, a bet on humanity's stubborn refusal to give up. Take us home, Elsa commanded. Take us home, and then we figure out what these bridges are supposed to connect. The Renaissance lifted from its cradle with barely a whisper, power flowing through systems that had slept for decades. As they rose through the toxic clouds of the dead moon, leaving the empty hangar behind, Elsa understood the truth. Humans didn't just refuse to quit. They bought abandoned things for pocket change and turned them into miracles. That was the real fortune she'd found, worth more than any starship. The galaxy had better be ready.